It's been a while since I've covered Streamyard, but Streamyard have just announced a new feature. They've just rolled it out. I think it just went live today, and it's called custom layouts. Before, with Streamyard, you would have layouts that were preset, the ones that they designed, about half a dozen to 8 presets of different options, which moved dynamically depending how many guests you had. Well, today we're going to be able to customize to our heart's content. So let's jump on over. Now I'm already in Streamyard, as you can see. Hi there, Streamyard people. And I've got it on just the main view, which is here. You can see where the mouse is, the solo layout. Now the other picture layouts don't really apply whilst I'm here by myself, but you can see this is one of the standard ones. This is the news layout. This is like the screenshot with people down the side layout, and the full screen screenshot with the person in the bottom left. Now you were only limited to being in the bottom left. Now I've already created a couple of new ones, but we're going to create one live in a second. Here's one that I created, which basically is a screenshot with all the participants across the top. So the more the merrier. You can fit, it'll adjust and fit up to the maximum amount of guests that you can have up in that top section there. Here's another one that I've done, which is basically me, the main person, and then all the other cameras will actually appear down the side. Let me show you what that looks like to give you a bit more of an idea. If I go edit layout, you can see the placeholders are there, so it'll just basically keep adding the people down the side and show through some of the whatever the background picture is that I've set. So let me get back out of there. So let's see if we can make something new. This is how you do it. Over here you've got the edit and the new. So we're going to click new. And then you have basically put into a blank canvas. And you can see on the blank canvas here, it does show you whatever the current background is that you've set for yourself. But if you go over to the left-hand side at the bottom here, add item. Now you can see there's 3 options here. One is a dynamic camera grid, which I recommend you using. And that's because obviously that's where all your guests sit. A camera slot, which can be a single slot, a single camera anywhere on the canvas, and a media slot, which is like your screen shares or video playbacks. So let's play the first one, dynamic camera grid. Now you can see here it gives us some tools to drag corners to make it bigger and smaller, sides, and then you can even tell it to fit or fill, to change the options there. Now that's going to wholly depend on how many people you got in there. Horizontal alignment is talking about if you want to have everybody to sit to the left, center, or the right of the area. And then we can test it with up to however many people we have, so we can see what it's going to look like with the different amounts of camera people just by testing it. Well, typically I have 6 people in my streams. Typically I have myself and a guest in a stream. Typically I have myself and 3 others in a stream, and so on. So you can get the idea of being able to test out what it's going to look like when everybody's in without actually getting people in to test it. Let's go for the traditional lay it across the bottom dealio. So I'm going to drag this out all the way across the bottom. And you can see, because I got it set for fill, it's adjusting dynamically. I could just have it set for fit. You can see as I go smaller, it drags out and makes more space. So what's it going to look like with 8 people, for example? So you can see it dynamically changes what the squares look like, where they sit, and their dimensions, depending on how many people are in here. Let's make it traditional. Let's make it a traditional zoom. And so we're going to have that there across the bottom. Let's just have it hover above a bit, so it's like a strip off the bottom. Or maybe we'll even leave it up a bit to allow for the comments. Let's test that really quick. Can we test that while we're here? We can. And allowing for space like around the rest of the comments, and I'm going to probably want to put it there. And then without the comments, it's going to look like that. Now it looks a little bit odd that it's up that high, but let's just run with it for now. G'day, this is Future Doug editing the video here. Now when it comes to adding the comments with regular scenes, they dynamically adjust when you bring in a comment and move up. With the custom layouts, they do not. So when you're making a custom design, make sure that you're accounting for bringing on comments and have it set in such a way where it's not covering up vital parts of your layouts. Back to Past Doug. Let's say we're gonna maybe just put a single camera slot here. And what we can do is just drag that out so it fits. You can see it sort of does like a little click. So you can just do alignments, left, right, up and bottom. You can actually layer, so if instead of that one being on top, I can layer that back and now it's underneath. So potentially what I could do is have the main person here and then everybody across the bottom. Now this is interesting. Actually, I'm changing tack for a second. Or if you've got headroom like I have right now, you could just go across the top. The limitation is up to what you can think of in regards to using these three main elements. Now that does look quite reasonable. And then of course, if you want to solo someone, you can grab them and drag them down to that main area, so you can manually solo people if they're the main talker. So if you as the host or the producer, you might be behind the scenes doing this because you're not one of the people on camera. Use this sort of layout just to drag people down and the main people, and then everybody else is up the top waiting for their turn to speak or listening, and then they can interject and you can pull them down to be the main person and so on. So I actually sort of like this. I like this particular one. This is what I wasn't going for, but I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna lock this one in. Lock it in, Eddie. Lock it in. And then you can name it whatever you want to name it. So I'm gonna say solo with top guests. And you can see what it does is it tries to come up with a thumbnail that represents what I've just done. So you can see there's a solo person. It's very hard to make out all the guests across the top. Say you want to use a screenshot, so let's do one with a screenshot real quick. First of all, I'm going to put the media slot in. So you can see right now it's using my web browser, my YouTube as a slot. So now I want to figure out where I want to put this. I can just put this dead center. The bars will lock that. I can then drag it maybe to one corner, drag it to another corner. So I could do your traditional that, and then the camera slot of the person talking, which is usually the host, and I could just make it somewhere different than the bottom, and then I can make it different size as well. So I could say, well, I tend to talk about this stuff from up here. I could off-center it. I can make myself bigger. I could go fill and do this. If I do fit, it looks odd. If I do the fill option like that, that could work. So I could give myself like a square aspect so I don't have to stay 16 by 9 by using the option that just says fill the box. So I've given myself a box and now I'm here, so I could then move that whatever is logical for whatever I'm showing. Obviously if you're showing different types of websites, sometimes the bottom is better, sometimes the top is better. I'm just going to lock that one in there, Eddie. Lock it in. Then I'm going to click save. And I'm going to call it media with single top right. So I'm trying to give it a descriptive title. You can title it whatever you want, and see it's made another one there. Now there's a whole bunch of ones that I've added now. Like these are the 4 that I've added at the end here. I guess you have the space up until this area below the viewer is filled in. You can go into settings and go into layouts, and then maybe hide ones that you don't really want to use or that you never use. Say I never use news, so I can take that one out. The traditional spotlight, maybe I don't use that one. The group layout, maybe I don't use that one. So on. Maybe there's one of the ones that I've used that I'm going to use for one particular shoot, but all the other times I don't really want to have it, I don't need it, and so I might just uncheck it. So if it's checked, it'll appear. If it's unchecked, it won't appear. And this is also where they've moved the button to the crop solo layout to show the background image. If when you're solo, you want to give yourself like a little border like this. Also quite a large border actually. Where you offset yourself so you're not full screen, but you've got like the show the branding through from behind. You can do that by just toggling that particular button there, which is this one here. That's a feature that's already been in this. Optionally show the background when you are soloing. It's even allowing me to edit one of the presets, which is interesting. I'm not going to touch that, of course. Can I edit that? Yeah, it's letting me edit the presets. So these are the presets that are already in there traditionally. It's allowing me to now slightly tweak them if I want to. Maybe it makes me a little bit too small or too big, then I can just adjust the solo layout and so forth. You have the flexibility to even edit the ones that they preset for you. So if you just want to slightly tweak it to change the size, the shape, how things look, you can certainly do that. So yeah, you have some customizability with Streamyard now in the way that things are presented. And remember, when you change scenes, it dynamically moves everything around, so it's not like a jarring cut. Say I've got this one and then I go to full screen, you can see it blows me up real quick to full screen. It doesn't go cut to full screen, it's like a genie animation. I come up and I'm there. But yeah, that's the new customized layout feature. You can create and save quite a number of layouts. I don't know what the limitation is, but I guess if you can fit it under the viewer here, then it will probably allow you to do it. Obviously, you can turn them on and off in the settings, so that if maybe you've got a lot of them but you only want to use a subset of them, then you can select which ones you want to have for your particular show and leave the other ones unchecked, and they'll all be, any of the checked ones will be here available below the viewer. If you want to see some of the classic Streamyard content that I've done before, then make sure you check this video right here. This is Doug, and I'll catch you later.
Subscribe to Doug Hewson YT.